Hi, today's Tuesday. It's the 19th of May. My name's Adam Hebener. I'm the CEO of Modern Mortgage, and this is today's Modern Minute. And guys, what an opportunity the Modern Minute has become for us. Our community has grown to thousands of people, and it is such a wonderful tool for us to be able to serve you guys, our agents, our financial professionals, our clients. Our goal with this tool is to enlighten and encourage and to comfort when needed, and to walk through concepts, educate as often as we possibly can. So thank you for that opportunity. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe and get us out to folks. Today, I want to share with you some feedback that we've gotten from lots and lots of folks in our community, all the way from our first-time buyers up to agents who have been in the business a long time. And the question that they're asking, whether personally or in the context of their business, is, how do I advise in a marketplace that's shifting, that's uncertain, where I can't trust the old rules? Well, I think it's such an important question, and I'm glad that we get to kind of wrestle it through together in this context, because to advise is so important. It is such a special privilege, and it's something that should be taken very, very seriously, especially for those of us who are professionally kind of in the advice game, as my team and I are at Modern Mortgage. I want to give you some insights into how to advise in a time like this. First things I think you need to consider is that to advise your clients, to advise your friends, to advise your family, your children, your spouse, is not to predict the future. And very often the struggle that we see folks having is, how do I advise when I don't know what is going to happen? Well, listen, you never know what's going to happen. I never know what's going to happen. The future is never guaranteed to anyone, and we never know what's coming tomorrow. All we have is today. And so how do we advise? Well, a couple of things we do. Instead of attaching ourselves to outcomes and trying to make sure that we predict the future accurately or that we're always right about things, that's not what an advisor does. Instead, what a good advisor does is a few things. Number one, I think a good advisor helps clients and loved ones consider their own priorities. And you do that through questions. You ask, what is it you want to accomplish? So if we were to take the example of an agent trying to help a client buy or sell a home in this market, they might feel a lot of pressure to say, well, here's what I think is going to happen with housing. The reality is we can gather data, we can think a lot about what's going to happen in housing, but we really can't know for sure. So our responsibility is not to try to say, here's what we know will happen in housing. No one knows. Instead, our responsibility becomes to help clients, sellers and buyers, identify what their priorities are. And I think that comes through questions. Why are you thinking about buying or selling right now? What are the kinds of things that motivate you? What are your capabilities? That capabilities question becomes a really, really important question as well, because then the advisor comes in and helps the person that they're advising to examine their own resources. So I think the first thing you do is you identify their priorities, their goals. Then I think second, you help them evaluate, analyze, identify their own resources so that they know more clearly what they're capable of doing. Once you've done those things, then you talk about the way things tend to go. You know, there's a word we use that describes the way things tend to go, and that is the word wisdom. That's what wisdom means. It's a kind of understanding of the way things tend to go. And good advisors observe and watch and look at history and think about the way things tend to go and talk to their clients about those things. But ultimately, as we advise, what we try to do is find an outcome that best meets the client's goals with the client's resources, no matter what the potential future might hold. When we do that well, we serve well. And that's really our only responsibility. We can't tie ourselves to what we think the future will do and what we think will happen in housing. You guys are going to be hearing a lot from me over the coming months about what I think is happening in housing, and you've already heard a lot from me on what I think is happening in housing. But I'm not trying to tell you what the future is. What I'm trying to help you do is be equipped to evaluate for yourself what's going on around you. I hope that gives a good example of what advising looks like. And I hope the folks who have taken our advice so far are glad they did. The advice we've given has been really sound advice. It's been things like take cash out and get reserves before cash outs go away. And now cash out has all but gone away. We told folks at the beginning of this crisis rates would not come down, and they didn't. We might start to see some of that shift now. We told you it might take a couple of months, and now here we are. And so as we've sought to advise, we've done it just according to those same priorities. Help people identify their own goals, help people analyze their own resources, and then ultimately help people make decisions that serve them no matter what the outcomes are. I hope that gives a little bit of a relief. I hope that empowers some of our financial professionals and agents and some of our clients who just want to care for their own sphere to think through how they might do that, instead of feeling like it's your responsibility to see the future. None of us can do that. It takes a little humility to think that through. I hope this is helpful for you. We've got a lot of content coming your way on this topic, so if you can, continue to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for being part of our community. Watch for more information coming from us on all kinds of topics. We've got lots to share with you this week, and I'm eager to do that. So thanks for being with me. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.